morning everyone, and welcome to Galaxy's Edge here in Walt Disney World, which has been open for about a month now. So it opens up late August. We are now in late September. I am doing a vlog today which is just going around Galaxy's Edge, doing some of the things which I really love to do. I'm not queuing for Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run today, so I might insert a little bit of footage of that from a different day, but in this video, so you can still see how that all works. But to start off, I'm going to take a tour around. We're going to do some cool things like look at the shops, look at the areas, play some of the Disney Play App game, and maybe try and not buy some things and possibly not succeed at that. So let's go. This area that we're in at the moment is the Resistance area. You could probably guess by all the foliage around. It's really, really cool. Sun's coming up now, which is nice. Let's take a bit of a look around. I was just hanging out here playing the datapad game on the Disney Play app. It's awesome. So this is one of the X-Wings here. On the datapad app, if you do something, the X-Wing will interact with you. It's pretty cool. There's a few sort of things here, like the things to buy. It's kind of quiet around here at the moment because that over there is the Rise of the Resistance queue, which obviously is not open at the moment. It will be open from December 5th. It's currently September 28th, so we got a little bit of time to wait. The A-Wing is here. If you hang around for long enough, you probably just heard, it does, there's some stuff that speaks and some sort of sounds and stuff. It doesn't move, but you do hear some kind of sort of some noises. This is Ray casually walking around. Hi, Ray. Wow, she's so profesh. Gonna make that professional. So further into Batuu, there is a sort of first order area, but around here is a little bit more built up resistance area. If you come in at 6 o'clock in the morning, you're actually going to be fed that way and go round to the Smugglers Run attraction in that route. I am gonna go this way because I wanna look at the shops. This is the marketplace. It's amazing. We're gonna have a look at the stores in a minute. But I wanted to show you guys one of the games I like to play on the datapad game. This is a Disney Play app. If you start the Disney Play app, you'll get an option to go into the Star Wars sort of datapad area. I'm here now and I'm having a look at the maps. I've selected this one at the bottom. And I'm in the marketplace area. So you see it says there marketplace, and I've got my GPS turned on. So the red spot is around about the location that I'm in. If you go into Outpost control, you'll see these kind of things pop up on the map, and these are data pads. So we're going to try and hack some data pads for the Resistance. Guessing Galaxy's Edge can go around Batuu and hack data pads for the Resistance or for the First Order. But screw those First Order guys. We're going to hack stuff for the Resistance. Cool, so this data pad is looking pretty healthy, I think, because it's only lighting up flashing blue. Let's have a look at it on my map. It's this one here. Right, awesome. Okay, so the Resistance is doing very well on this panel. So I'm going to install more defense on this panel. Brilliant. All right, let's play the game. Yeah, amazing. Right, that's transmitting. I got access granted, view the data from the panel. I got 10 credits. I've upped my Resistance reputation, and I've upped the Outpost control for this area. Amazing. Well, let's find some more. One of the things I just noticed is that panel there has got a Resistance sign on it, and if I click it, oh, yeah, there. It shows that the Resistance has locked down that panel because it's gained over 50% of the control. Oh, sorry, the marketplace is going crazy. So that's kind of what my aim is, to go around and try and get the panels locked down for the Resistance, so that they own all the panels in the area. This is the store area of the marketplace. I'm going to have a look through this in a minute, but you can see on the doors all of those panels. And according to my app, which I'm still playing, they're all hackable. So I'm going to go through and do some of those whilst looking at the stores. Look how cool this place looks like. It's amazing. In tools, I just noticed a little label that I have not seen before. It's this one here, so I'm going to select it. And apparently I can translate certain things around Batuu. So there's a menu here at Katsuka's, which is where the popcorn is. So they have the Outpost popcorn, sweet and spicy. Oh, sweet and spicy flavors. What? I should get this. Anyway, I'm going to try and translate this thing by selecting read, and then it's going to tell me to align this to the language. And it says Katsuka's kettle. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. This is a cool thing that I haven't showed you guys yet. You do get achievements in this application, and you get titles, so I can assign titles to myself. Translator is not one that I've had up yet, so I'm going to assign that to myself, and I'm going to click done. And I believe if I go into my profile, it should have all of my titles that I have at the moment. So these are all the things that I've achieved in Batuu. Loads to go, right? There's so much to do here. This is hilarious. I just translated the sign above the water fountain. It's here. I'll read it out to you. It says, warning, this water is not safe to consume for most life forms. Please drink with caution. That is brilliant. Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys caught that. Is it still going? But I hacked something over there. I hacked into the water fountains on the data pad, and this little eyeball creature thing kind of like popped out of the water inside the tank. It's really cool. This area is really cool. You could definitely walk around, take pictures, talk to cast members, buy stuff, do all the droid stuff and everything. Please play the game. Please, if you come here, please play the game. It makes the immersion so much deeper. I've been going around hacking data pads feeling like I'm helping the resistance. It's so strange and incredibly fulfilling. And I ain't been on a ride. Like, I feel like I've experienced something without having to queue. It's been so much fun. So please, if you come, Disney Play app, download it, turn it on whilst you're here. It has a little bit of blurb to get you started, and then go around and hack all the things, because it's awesome. I'm in the creatures store checking out this adorable thing. I'm guessing there's a reason. It's in a pretty robust cage. And look what it's done to that poor little pork. It's losing his stuffing and everything. Oh, it is cute though. And it's got a big smile on its face. Wonder if it has big teeth as well. I'm in the store which has these adorable plushie dolls. They're kind of interesting actually. Let me get this out. They're kind of sort of made out of quite an interesting fabric. They look quite durable and super cute. The thing I really want to show you though is stuff over here. It's kind of homeware-ish. So look at this sort of wooden stormtrooper doll. It's kind of cool. There is a instrument here. It's got a name. I forgot it already. The clue horn. And you can play it by pressing these buttons here. Jedi holocron puzzle cubes. That looks cool. I'm guessing you have to fit all the cubes inside the bigger cube. And then they got stuff like matching games and dice cubes. I might have to get some of this kind of stuff. This is all up my street. It looks awesome. Beautiful clothing store here in the marketplace, but there is a reason it is empty. Everything is really expensive. So some of the cloaks are around $100. That seems to be a standard price here, but the stuff is beautiful. I mean, this is cosplay to the extreme, but it's just a little pricey. Lovely store though. I would wear that outfit out, you know. Chewie just walked past me and I had absolutely no idea. They're sneaking up on stormtroopers. So there's stormtroopers over there. I can see it, I can see it. actually know I do. He was running away from the stormtroopers. I think he wanted to go and attack them, but decided against it and went back off through the marketplace. Welcome to the Droid Depot. This is a Droid Depot. It's pretty funky in here. I really quite like it. I believe constructing your droid is a two-stage process. I believe you go here to this section, which I must admit is my absolute favorite. This is genius. It's a conveyor belt of droid parts. Go past the people who are constructing their droids. There's sort of an indicator on the back you see there of, you know, what parts you need to construct a droid. And the kids or adults or whoever's constructing the droid gets to pick off the conveyor belt all the bits that they want. It's so cool. After they've done that, they then go over to these sections where a cast member helps them finalize their droid and I believe install things like chips and stuff, personality chips and things. It's really amazing. I think it's $100 though, so it is pretty pricey. So be sure if you think that you want to do it. Make sure also when you come here to look up. It's kind of a general rule when you come to Galaxy's Edge, always look up. You can see loads of droid parts going past on the ceiling. It's amazing. It's a really cool place. If you're not constructing a droid, there is some merch in the back wall and some in there. You might be able to see some t-shirts and toys and this kind of stuff in this room here for those people who aren't going to partake in the droid creation. Currently trying to hack the droids. Got a new game to play. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the top left there's actually a timer. So when you get into these sort of very complicated ones, you need to be a little quick. So I'm glad all my video gaming has actually paid off. Sorted. Amazing. Somebody must be interacting with the antenna. If you're playing the game or the data pack game on Disney Play Up, there's a lot of stuff to do around here, which is pretty cool. Other things you can do here include having your 360 picture taken. It's right here. So if you come, you can do that. And the queue is just over there. It doesn't get too crazy. Another thing you can get is your blue milk. This is the blue milk stand, or green milk. The milk stand. You can get blue milk and green milk. The internet said it liked green milk, but I tried both and I prefer blue milk. So blue milk tastes more berry to me, which is pretty cool. I like it. It's not too bad. I don't know if I'd get loads and loads of it, but it's nice. It's nice. Anyway, I'm going to go over to this ship, which I believe is Kylo Ren's ship, and we are going to play the data pack game because it is cool what happens here. This is a hacking challenge, which I've already done, but I'm going to do it again. I did it the other day and it looks like I have quite a few chances to do it. I think it runs out within a certain time period, so you can do it again. So there we go. That's done. Well within time. And that's what's happening now. So did you hear it go? That was cool. I'm in the First Order store and you can get some cool stuff here. Look, you really want to join the First Order. I mean, maybe some people do. Then you can get your hats, you can get your rank bands, and you can get your jacket. How cool is that? I'm not one for the First Order, but I do really like this top here. So it's about $30. It's got really cool stitching on it. It's nice. I do appreciate the string ball too. It's cool. this is the overflow queue for Smugglers Run. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning and Smugglers Run is only at a 40-minute queue. Crazy. Seems to be doing pretty well with its queue management, and I think it's a very interactive queue if you have to stand in it, which is pretty cool. This is obviously the Millennium Falcon. It is ginormous. You can see sort of the people for perspective. It does move and sound. Oh, well, not move. Stuff comes out of it, like the steam that you just saw. It does sound every so often. And if you're lucky, you'll see a character interacting with it. The other day when we were here, Chewie was fixing it, which is interesting because that is actually part of the storyline of Smugglers Run, the ride. So it was kind of cool to see this sort of like pre-show to the pre-show when we were here extremely early in the morning the other day. That's the entrance of Smugglers Run. There is a single rider line. If you're going to do Smugglers Run, it's a 6 people to a Millennium Falcon, and you will have 2 pilots, 2 gunners, and 2 engineers. If you opt to do the single rider line, which will be quick, you will most likely be an engineer, but you will get on the ride very, very quickly. Engineer, they say, is the easiest task. I actually think the gunner is the easiest task. Pilot is most definitely the hardest. Oh, I think we might be lucky. We might be getting to see Chewie fix the ship. Are you gonna fix the ship, Chewie?
The ship? Absolutely, yeah. It'll be there and they start piloting. Who's on there? Who's on there? Your brother.
That's amazing. It's really quite cool. Even at 40 minutes, it is still a long line. Oh, it's gone up to 55 now. So it's kind of fun that you get to see Chewbacca in the queue if you're stuck in it. That's really cool. This is Docking Bay 7, the restaurant, quick service restaurant here in Galaxy's Edge. I'm not going to be eating today. I did actually pick up some popcorn, so I've been munching on that. But it is a really cool looking restaurant with beautiful seating. It also has 2 data pads. You might notice them at the back there. They serve breakfast items at the moment because Galaxy's Edge is open, but not a lot of the menus outside have the breakfast items listed, so I don't know if they're going to stay. But right now, whilst Galaxy's Edge is opening very early in the morning, they do have breakfast items like morning oats, sort of a breakfast platter, and this kind of thing. This is Dog Ondar's Den of Antiquities. It's like an elocution lesson saying that. As you might guess, there is a lot of antiques here and very, very cool stuff that you can buy, but are kind of pricey. Naturally, I want that Jabba the Hutt wall piece. I don't even know what it is. But I just love Jabba. Have a look around here if you come. It is an amazing place. Not only are there great things to buy, like cool pieces of art and statues, these kind of things, but also look up. That's what I said earlier, look up, because the most amazing collection of antiques can be found on the higher levels. These are things that you cannot buy, but you can appreciate. And if you're a Star Wars nerd, you'll notice some really cool things here. Down here we have some stormtroopers which are marking some vehicles over here. I didn't see them do this earlier. That's pretty cool. So look, take a look at this. So there's one on the left hand side at the top there, and then another one on the right. They seem to be watching over the area, making sure nobody is misbehaving. That's pretty cool. This is the lightsaber place, and I do not believe that you can go in unless you are building a lightsaber. So I'm sorry I can't show you anything in there. But it is here next to the Droid Depot if you want to do it. I believe it's $200 if you're going to build a lightsaber.
Have you seen anyone with the resistance in this outpost?
We're done.
I am not impressed with your sources, Trooper.
That's not what they told us, sir.
Enough. Now go. We will find what's left of the resistance and crush it.
What do you think, Ryan? We're taking down the resistance.
A resistance supporter. You're gonna need a new cause.
Wow. I was legit scared. Right, with the Millennium Falcon in the background, we're gonna close up the video. First thing, I just want to tell you about the popcorn that I bought. This is the popcorn from the Kettle Popcorn place inside the marketplace, and they described it as being spicy and sweet. And that is pretty much exactly how I would describe it. I should have taken a picture. But it's colored purple, white and pink, and it's sweet, but it just has this kind of spicy flavor to it. It's very unique. It's light. It's not an intense spice, but it's very good. So I'm actually gonna say goodbye from Galaxy's Edge right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of Galaxy's Edge and sort of an introduction to the Disney Play app. If you come, please play the Play app data pack game. I think it's one of the best things here. The Smugglers Run is such a great attraction. I think it's really, really good if you have a good group of people. But if you're not in a group of people, when you're in the Millennium Falcon, try and hunt down your pilots, your gunners, or your engineers, whoever else is in your party, and kind of mesh with them a little bit. It really helps when you're flying. From December 5th, the Rise of the Resistance ride will be open here in Walt Disney World. I think it's probably similar in Disneyland in California as well. Apparently that is going to be amazing. From everything I'm hearing, it's going to make it into my top 5 Disney rides in the whole world. So let me know if you've been to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, what your favorite thing here was to do, eat, play, whatever. And I hope you get to visit this soon. I would have said beforehand that Tomorrowland and Shanghai Disney was my favorite Disneyland in any Disney park in the world, but this is it now. This is it. So Galaxy's Edge is now my favorite land in any Disney park in the world. It's fantastic. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you get to visit Galaxy's Edge soon. Come back to the channel for more stuff around Disney parks and Japan. And I will see you guys all real soon. Thanks everyone. Bye.